Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy, the Bearded Padawan, doing things a little bit differently again. Like last week's video, this week's vlog is stretched over the course of a couple days. I'm going to be going to Mansfield with my mom here in a little bit, and we're going to be checking out some really cool spots. I've got a package coming in the mail before next week when I post the video, so I'm throwing that unboxing in. And I'm going to be going out on yet another hunt with a very good friend of mine. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy this documentation of a couple different pop hunts, and we'll see what we find. All that worked. So we're about to go into Toy Hunters, and it's about to be legit. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah, I am. Say what's up, Mason.
What's up?
So as you can see from those videos I took in there, there's a lot of wild stuff. Way too much to just go around and film. But I got a little something we're going to unbox later, so that's stop number one. So Mason and I got done at Toy Hunters, and we hit up Toys R Us, saw some really cool stuff. Ended things right back at the mall. Got a really nice pickup at Hot Topic. And Mom and I just got done at Target and whatnot, and now we're gonna go eat at IHOP for the first time ever. I don't know why I've never eaten pancakes here, but okay. It'll be cool. So we'll see you there.
Right.
So I'm finally back from day one of hunting for some stuff. What can I say? Just from the few clips that I have in this from Toy Hunters, you can tell that it's just mind-blowing. Not only did they have a ton of really awesome and even older Funko, they had tons of action figures from pretty much any nerd fandom you could think of, including a lot of vintage Star Wars toys. Some of the stuff, like if it was older and still in the box, was kind of higher priced, but I mean, looking for older common pops, it was really cool because they had a wide selection there for a really decent price. So for this round, I decided to snag the Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing pilot outfit. Really excited that they even had this. I've only seen pictures of this thing before. They had a couple other things that I maybe might go back and get after Christmas if they still have it. But it's just a really nice classic pop from the original trilogy to throw in the collection. If you're ever in the Mansfield area, do hit up Toy Hunters. Absolutely incredible. We have been visited by a fuzzy goon. She wants Mom, who's off camera, but, you know, there are many outtakes where I'll have to say something over again, and this dog is one of those reasons. So, you know, yes, a very pretty girl. You want to go with Mom? You do? Okay. So as you could tell from my footage, I was with my friend Mason. It was really good getting to catch up with him before he heads out to LA in January for a film program that's part of the college I went to. So naturally we hit up Toys R Us. They had a couple of the new Last Jedi sets early, so he was insistent on getting a Christmas present for me. So he picked up this First Order Specialist Battle Pack for me, which I'm really excited to build. The turret looks really cool. It comes with 2 Executioner Troopers, which are exclusive to this set, so I'm really excited to get this set early. The new wave that's coming out between now and January is just incredible after seeing the movie, so I'm extremely excited to get my hands on one of these new sets. Now, when we went back to the mall before I met up with my mom again, I did go on Hot Topic because they had a non-Star Wars Grail piece that I've been after for quite a while now. And that would be the golden Hot Topic exclusive Shenron from Dragon Ball Z. What can I say? This is one of the first bigger pops that's not Star Wars that I've collected. They managed to have a couple on hand. The employee was very nice in getting this down off the high shelf for me in a really nice box. It's definitely my big grail piece out of my Dragon Ball Z pops now, so the color is just shiny. But I'm just really excited that I was able to get this at a good price, in great condition. Very happy to have this grail piece now. Last but not least, my mom and I did stop at Target before we headed back home, and I did pick up a couple more things there. they managed to have the Season 2 version of 11 or Elle from Stranger Things. Really cool. She's got, her normal street clothes that we see her wearing and her long brown curly hair. I've been looking for this one for a while, so the fact I found it at Target at a really cheap price was great. Really excited to add this to the collection. Season 2 of Stranger Things was probably one of my favorite media releases this year. And technically it is a Netflix show, but I'll include it with the favorite things I've seen this year along with some of the movies. And last but not least, I picked up my CD copy of Pacific Daydream from Weezer. It was definitely an unexpected release from the band this year because everyone was getting hyped up for the Black album. And they ended up putting out Pacific Daydream, which is a more lighthearted, pop-based album. Extremely well done for the genre it was. Really excited that I could get it at a cheap price again. Target, normally overcharges for a lot of things, but pops and CDs are really cheap, and it's a great album, so I'm excited to, add this to the collection. A huge Weezer fan, and I'm just one step closer to having a full set of their discography. So that was a really nice pickup there. So that is the end of day one. The Nerd Haul will continue when I meet up with Josh and we hit up Columbus. Gonna hit up some of my favorite spots to hunt that he hasn't been to, and we've got a couple things to exchange to each other, so we'll see you right back in a second. It is now Friday, which is day 2 of this pre-Christmas mini haul that I've been doing. I got a package in the mail today that I've been waiting on, and I'm very excited to show you what was in that box from Big Apple Collectibles in New York. And what we have here is Bob Ross and his raccoon, along with the Chase variant, which is Bob Ross with Hoot. If you guys have watched my previous videos, I'm a huge Bob Ross fan. I have the, standard and flocked version of Bob, but they came out with the next wave of these. And each one of this style of Bob Ross Pop features a different painting in his hands that he's holding, so I'm really excited to have these for the collection. Big Apple Collectibles, a huge shout out to them for the affordable price. Quick shipping, the boxes came in fantastic condition, these pops just look great. And I also have another package coming from somewhere else, which I'll give them the shout out when I get the package. And both of those items are Star Wars items, so as soon as I get those, I'll, set up an unboxing video for them and stuff. But we'll be transitioning here in a sec to the third and final part of our pre-Christmas haul. I don't know if I stated this in the first segment or not, but just in case, I'm going to be joined by my good friend Josh, who I mentioned in a previous video had picked up the Kevin McAllister pop from Home Alone. We're just going to, no set expectations on what we're looking for, just kind of going out and enjoying the day, going to some good spots in Columbus. We'll see what we find. So yeah, we'll make this transition right now with the snap of a finger. I didn't jump far enough. Much better. So it's early on Sunday, Christmas Eve, and I'm about to hop in the car with my boy Josh. We're about to go do some quick hunting down in Columbus, see what we can find. I'm really banking on finding a specific Black Series figure, as well as possibly some more new Legos, but we'll see. I don't know what kind of Funko we'll encounter, but maybe I'll pick something up with that as well. Nothing too pressured on my want list unless I find something at a really good price, but we'll find out today. So, we're here at stop number 1, which is GameStop. It's the first of 2 GameStops, and this is Josh. No. You buy. Yeah, right. Not with what you're about to do in here. You buy. So we're about to head in. We both have some pre-order beef with this establishment. But we're going to do some hunting too and see what else they have in here. Hopefully they have the Black Series figure I'm looking for, so let's go in and find out. Okay, so we had an incredible first stop at this GameStop, which is wild. I'll explain into detail more what I had to do in here specifically, but we both got some pretty nice stuff that we'll show you when we get back to the house. Right now we are off to Target next. Yes.
Yeah,
Target next, so we'll see you when we get there. So, Target was total crap. So we left them what they gave us. Crap in their bathroom. It was a well-needed pit stop. We're about to go to the bane of my existence now, which is Toys R Us. We'll see what kind of Legos they have. So, un momento, por favor. I think I said that right. Or what the French would call, I don't know what.
We's gonna see you soon.
That was kind of disappointing.
Another bust.
The Mansfield Toys R Us had plenty of new Legos. This one had nothing. So, we're gonna head over to the mall here. I think we're hitting up another GameStop, Hot Topic, Go Calendars, Barnes & Noble, and then it'll be time for food. Oh, yes. So, Barnes & Noble really didn't have anything that, like, screamed at us, apart from a record I might go back and get. So, I think we're going to Hot Topic next, maybe?
Hot Topic, yeah.
We'll figure out what, they're all three in the mall.
We got
so
three
we'll
places we're hitting.
Yeah, so we'll see what we find in there. So, we're heading back into Barnes & Noble again. And, Hot Topic and GameStop in here came through for me, and Josh got some stuff at Go Calendars. We're about to go through Barnes & Noble one more time.
When I did that.
We're about to go through Barnes & Noble one more time to see if we missed anything, and then we're gonna food time, smash some chicken stuff. Mr. Squidward joined by Mr. Squidward. There was a couple cool things in Barnes & Noble, but nothing that, like, you know, we were ready to. Aren't I over there? Yeah, I am. I don't know where I parked. Oh wait, nope, here we are. I'm an idiot. Josh is displeased. Wow. So there wasn't really anything in there that, like, we had to have, but that was a nice up close shot of my beard. If you want to move, as you can see, Josh has some bags, and I have quite a few bags. So we're gonna go get food now, and then head home and show you what we got today. Let's eat.
I'll take a picture of this and send it to my friend back then.
So, as you can tell by, you can already see in frame, there's a lot of stuff on the table in front of us. Josh finally got a chance to go to Toy Hunters, as I posted about going to the other day. And
I told you about.
Yeah, he actually told me about it. And he got some pretty sweet finds there, including something that I'm kind of sad that I left. Why don't you go ahead and show us what you picked up there?
Yeah, so I got 3, actually. I could have walked away with a lot more.
You probably will.
I will. I'm going back instantly. So one of my favorite Halloween movies of all time, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. Had to pick that up. I've been looking for this forever. They actually had a Chase edition I almost grabbed, but it was $60.
Again, you might later.
And I still might go back and get it because she tried to haggle with me. She said she'd knock it down from 60 to 50, but I think I might go back and pick up the Vegeta and the Fallout ones. And
maybe she'll cut you a deal.
Say if I can get a combo of them for like a certain amount. So I picked that up.
Try and talk her down to 65 for both. That might work.
Well, I thought about getting Vegeta and that and asking her to do 55 for...
That's also a good deal. That might work.
She might. So, I'm a huge video game guy. One of my favorite games, Overwatch. My main character, Soldier 76, could not find this anywhere. And I actually found it at Toy Hunters. Instantly grabbed that. That was one I couldn't pass up. And then, as a Dragon Ball Z fan...
This is the one that I'm like,
As a Dragon Ball Z fan, I got Trunks. They had Gohan, which I might go back and get, but they had Vegeta too, and I'm definitely going back and getting Vegeta.
And the Vegeta is the Resurrection F GameStop exclusive version, which looks incredible.
Which is sweet. Which I would have walked away with had I not already spent. Soldier was already 20, and then the other two were 10 apiece.
Yeah.
So I'd already spent like 40-something bucks. But
I mean, we both knew that we had this haul going on today, so it was kind of like...
so I didn't want to go like too overboard, but I'm definitely going back this week.
That's again why there was a lot of Star Wars like old exclusives.
Yeah,
I was like,
there was a ton. I could have spent way over $100 there easily.
Probably will, again.
Yeah, I'm going back Friday. It's over. The story's over.
So, as you saw in our Out and About video segment, we hit up a GameStop on Morse Road. Now, the main reason I wanted to go there was because I had pre-ordered a pop before, Vice Admiral Holdo from The Last Jedi. And I originally thought that it was supposed to come out in earlier December, so I kept trying to call and call and call, and nobody would answer. So finally I called the other one down the road, and they said, one, the release date got pushed back to mid-January, and two, that other GameStop is terrible about answering their phones. So I figured, I don't know if and when they'll call me when these things actually come in. So I went ahead and ordered it online and just transferred my pre-order money over to stuff in store. And let me tell you, they had some sick deals there. They had, I think, 20% off all Star Wars stuff as is. And then for Pops, it was what, buy one, get 150% off?
Yeah, buy one, get 150%.
So what we're going to do is, for the rest of this segment, in the order that we went to stores, Josh is going to go through his haul first, and then we'll go through mine, since they're two very different hauls. One of us might have gotten something at a store that the other one hadn't, so it just makes more sense to go through each of our hauls all at once. So take it away, Josh, with our first GameStop.
Yeah, so we went to the first GameStop, and you picked up some good stuff that you'll get to. Like I was saying earlier, I'm a huge gamer. One of my favorite games was Borderlands. I actually already have the Emperor Claptrap, so I picked up the Commando one today. So I was pretty psyched about getting that. And then I love Stranger Things, one of my favorite Netflix shows.
Bless.
And I had seen this in my city where I live right now in Maine, and I didn't get it, and I was like, the next time I see it, I've got to get it. And I got
You were on the fence too, and I was like,
yeah,
do it.
But I got the 11, I got the exclusive, so I'm pretty pumped
and
about
this was
that.
the
Funko
the
Fallout,
New York, the New York Comic-Con exclusive. So, like, they only have so many of these in store at a time, and sometimes when they run out, they run out. So
I couldn't pass it up. The only thing I was telling Mike, I'm a little, like, picky when it comes to characters that I already have. I only like to get certain variations, and I really want the Ego one. And so I wasn't sure if I was going to get this, but you convinced me I just couldn't pass it up, so I snagged it.
Buy one, get 150%.
Yeah, you couldn't pass up on the deal, too.
Yeah. So, the next two stores we went to were Target and Toys R Us. Target, I kind of, was already expecting as far as Funko went. They didn't really have anything else that I didn't need. They had a ton of First Order Stormtrooper Executioners. That was literally all they had. Plus they had Maz Kanata, which, I mean, I can get that at Walmart cheaper if I want it. Toys R Us was the big letdown of the day.
A big swing and a miss.
That was a big swing and a miss for me, especially. As you saw before, when I went to Mansfield, they had plenty of new Last Jedi sets out early. At this Toys R Us,
nothing. Literally nothing. We were maybe, both of those stores took 10 minutes maybe to get in and out of.
Toys R Us had some cool stuff as far as Funko, but it wasn't anything that I was like...
Yeah, nothing that really, like, made us grab at it.
Your last stop was Go Calendars, wasn't it?
Yes, my last one. So we went to Hot Topic as well, and then a second GameStop.
Yes, which we'll get to those in a moment.
So you want to do Go right now?
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do your last four
now. So for Go, this is the one where I think I had the most expectations, because in my city, that's where the most like original and rarer ones that I've seen. I don't see them at GameStop. So one of my favorite video game series. If you can already tell, video games are kind of my thing.
Wait, you are?
Yeah. So
you like games?
I like games a lot.
Oh.
And so I know, newsflash. So one of my favorite series was Gears of War, and they had a good chunk of those, so I ended up picking up 4 of them. They had the same deal going on, where it was buy one, get one 50% off.
And you had gone in there, I had like talked up that they had a ton of Dragon Ball Z. Their stock was gone.
They had nothing.
Dragon Ball Z.
But so I got Augustus Cole. So I got to get the Cole train. Then I got Damon Baird, which I think he looks sweet. I like his armor a lot in this. I had to pick up good old Oscar. Oscar was one of my favorite characters in Gears of War 4, so I had to snag that. I was looking for Marcus. I got Dom, and I like that he has the Gnasher in this. And I was looking on the back of it, and if you have one, you already know this, but they have a Brew Mock, and I have to have that now. So, like, I need that,
the hunt is on.
I need a Brew Mock, and I need Marcus, and I have the set complete, so that's definitely something I'm going to be looking into probably later on tonight, because I'm impatient.
And we both have Pops that we got each other for Christmas. We'll get to that after we finish my haul. So, yeah, let's dive right into what I found. So, going back to the beginning of our venture, the first GameStop on Morse Road, I had something in mind that I wanted to get because, again, I was up at the GameStop in Mansfield in Ontario, and they had the deluxe Black Series of Supreme Leader Snoke with his throne marked down from 40 to like 31.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm going to be switching this pre-order back, get $5 back. I'll put that towards it. So not only did I put that $5 towards it and knock it down to like $25, they had 20% off all Star Wars stuff. Yeah. So I got this even cheaper. So I probably got this for around, realistically probably like $20, which, is the standard price of a Black Series figure anywhere else other than GameStop, which if you look at this, like just the detailing on his gold robes and his face are just incredible. His throne looks sick. They have, I guess, a boxed version of Snoke by himself, but at that rate, it's like, you gotta get him with the throne, because it just looks so sick.
Yeah, you have to get the thing with it. Yeah, you got to.
This was the big find that I was looking for. I was really tempted to get a Force FX lightsaber, and I'm really glad that I didn't now.
I tried to be a good friend and talk him into it.
He tried, but there's plenty of other stuff to take the place of that. So like we mentioned, there was a buy one, get one half off deal. And something that I had been eyeballing for a while was Arnold and Helga from Hey Arnold. I've been rewatching season 1 of this, and you were surprised that they had Helga too.
We saw Arnold, and I thought, there's no way they're going to have Helga there. I just kind of felt like they would be rare since they were just released.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think you had a good chance. And we actually saw a bunch.
And I was digging through, and finally I was like, ooh! And as soon as I started making noises,
I knew.
like,
when I hear Mike squeal, I kind of know. I know.
But this is one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows that I grew up with.
Yeah.
Next to Angry Beavers, which still hunting for those. It's just these pops are just so great. It makes me want to sit down and watch more Hey Arnold than I already have in the past week.
Yeah, and the detailing's awesome too.
I definitely hope because right now these are the only 2 in the series. I definitely hope they make characters like, Gerald and
Eugene.
Stinky. Man, Eugene on his bike would be hilarious.
He's so good.
I'm okay, guys. So that was a really good, first stop for our crazy Christmas Eve haul. Was in a really good mindset, ready to go for this. So the next place we went to, after we went to Target and Toys R Us and were thoroughly disappointed, we swung through Barnes & Noble, which they had a couple of records that I was interested in. But
even they were still pretty lackluster with anything.
Yeah, like they had a couple things that were cool, but nothing that I was like solidified on.
Yeah, nothing that like...
The Peanuts records they had, though, from the Vince Guaraldi trio, I was like, you know what, if I don't find anything else, I'll come back through, but they make pressings of that all the time, so. But Hot Topic had their usual 3 for $27 deal, and we were looking, and we saw a lot of Shadow the Hedgehogs, and some guy was standing right next to us, and I was like, you know what, like, it would be cool if they had a Sonic pop here and stuff, and he looks back behind all these lines of shadows, and he's like, wait, and he pulls this thing down, so I'm going to have you hold Eggman, and I'll hold 2 of them, but they had 3 for $27, so I went with Sonic holding an Emerald, a regular Shadow the Hedgehog, and Dr. Eggman. Perfect trio, great pricing. It's essentially buy 2, get 1 free at that rate. These things just came out, and the detailing is incredible.
It's so sweet.
All these things like the Nickelodeon and Sega stuff, we were reminiscing about this stuff on the way home the entire time, which was great. I want to try and pick up the Sonic with Ring 2 and maybe even Super Sonic at some point, like you see on the back.
Yeah.
But these are just fantastic. It was a great steal. The price was just fantastic.
Couldn't pass them up. Once you found Sonic, it was over.
And shout out to that guy. I don't even know who he was, but
he heard us kind of nerding out over the selection, and then helped us out for a little bit.
Yeah, which was great. It took a little bit to get it down because it was kind of high up and he had to knock it down.
He had to, like, jump a
but
little
as soon as I saw that there was at least a Sonic there, I was like...
Yeah, you had to find 2 others. Yeah. You're not going to leave.
And then there was Eggman and Shadow right there, so I couldn't pass that up. So, the last place that I really got anything at was a second GameStop, which was in the mall. Right off the bat, I saw a couple things that I really loved, and I'm glad I picked them up for the price. First up, we've got the 40th anniversary TIE Fighter with Pilot. If I can ever find the Darth Vader with TIE Fighter, that would go great with this.
Yeah.
But even this piece itself is tremendous. I love these little pop rides from Star Wars.
Yeah.
You can see I've got the Luke Skywalker with the land speeder, Boba Fett, Wedge in his snow speeder. So this is a really nice piece to add to the original trilogy stuff. And then the other thing I found was a thing just called Vinyl.
That might be my personal favorite.
VYNL. But Josh kind of talked me into this last minute. I was on the fence. But this is the vinyl Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer set of Yukon Cornelius and the Bumble.
Yeah, you just...
Which, tremendous Christmas movie. Stop motion animation is sick.
You can't be against Yukon.
You can't... I couldn't just leave this. Like, there was three...
No, not the day before Christmas. You can't walk out of that.
There aren't any other words. This just looks fantastic, and guess what? Any Christmas-themed Funko you get can dub over as Christmas decorations. Just ask my mom. I'd put in some witty cutaway right now, but she'd just make fun of me, so... So, all in all, like, with the deals and everything, I had a personal budget set of around $200, and all of this combined was with the deals and stuff, I probably only spent, like, a little around $100 on all this, which, I mean, you've got a 2-pack of vinyl, 5 standard pops, a pop ride, and then a Black Series figure that's valued at $40. Like, this thing alone, the original price would be half of this stuff that I got.
Yeah.
That I paid for today. So, last but not least, Josh and I picked up Christmas gifts for each other. And for me, like I told you in another video, he found the Kevin from Home Alone, which I am ecstatic to add this to the collection with Harry and Marv. One of my favorite series is, of course, if you go past 2, then... I hope the sticky bandits get you.
Yeah, the wet bandits. the wet bandits. For me, I say this all the time, but I'm a gamer, and so one of my favorite games, Fallout 4, I've been addicted to it, and the DLC. I have basically every single one,
yeah,
but I specifically saved this one because I knew that you were looking for them and you had told me about it. But I've seen this one out, and I've stopped myself from buying it so many times. But I got the T60 Power Armor. So now I have every single one in this collection, and there's actually another collection too, and I have every single one of that. So this completes that.
And the bright side is I ordered it through Walmart, site to store. So realistically, paid a way better price doing it through that than probably buying it out in the wild.
Yeah.
Because free shipping to the store, you can't beat that. Mm-hmm. So overall, are we both insane for going out on Christmas Eve?
It wasn't as packed, though, as I thought.
To be honest, it was just like a regular Friday.
Yeah,
it's not a Friday, so...
It really did not. I thought we would hit traffic a good amount.
It wasn't that bad. We were in and out really quick, so...
Yeah.
I mean, for the price and all the deals going on, it was a really successful haul. I'm definitely glad we ended up doing this, because we came this close to not being able to. So, it was a really productive day. Who knows what we'll end up getting later this week.
Yeah, we might go on Friday to Toy Hunters again. That could be round 2.
I might have to post a second video later this week, but fingers crossed. But if this is indeed the last video, thank you so much to Josh for coming and visiting and going on a hunt with me. Had a blast. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't dropped a sub, please do so already. And if this is the last video of the year, we will see you in 2018 with even more content. I'm the Bearded Padawan, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.